Good morning, welcome to another one. Look at this beautiful view. I'm out here in Michigan doing the delivery right next to the lake. This is a little river. Lake is on this side, but even then it looks so nice. Currently at a hotel called the Inn, Harbor Shores, Michigan. Furniture, of course, offloading it. I got here a little late, guys, due to my truck not wanting to turn on. It was not cranking, it was just clicking. So that told me right there it was my starter. Had enough battery, it had enough juice, it had about 12.5, but it was just clicking. It was not cranking or anything. So I was doing everything I could until I thought about my cousin always, that happened to his truck a lot, especially when he washes the truck, I think. And he had to just crank it by the solenoid on the starter, or the solenoid was up the starter, whatever it is. There's one on the battery side on my truck. I couldn't get it on the solenoid alone on top of the starter, but I was able to crank it over by the battery side. The cables lead there, so I was able to crank it there and get it started. But nevertheless, man, not a good way to start a goddamn Monday. Regardless, I had told the dispatcher I was gonna be here late because of that. As soon as I was able, or as soon as I heard the clicking and no cranking, I knew it was gonna take me quite a while to figure it out. So I told him right away, like, hey bro, I'll be there a little late. Wasn't too late, I was here like 20 minutes late. So, but yeah, like I said, man, not a good way to start our Mondays. I didn't even get to check on the truck the whole weekend. Otherwise I would have caught that over the weekend, but a little busy. But here we are, the Inn. Look at this little cart in here. Start being like Justin, bro, just fucking being all over the place and recording everything, man. That's a nice little cart. Look at take a picture so I could put it on for you guys too. So anywho, they are offloading me right now. It's a little ass garage. I already had to move twice because people actually parked in that garage too. So let's see how long it takes them, and we'll get on the roll right now. Update, guys. 5 hours later, I'm still here. I moved spot because they ran out of space in that garage where I was at, but I'm right here where I had walked over. I don't know if you guys can see that boat. Just moving one of those cargo ships right now. But yeah, man, they're offloading me here. They claim 53 footers do a U-turn in that little ass spot. I was like, fuck this, I'll just reverse it way the fuck back again and then get out over there. I hate doing U-turns and then a little ass space like this. No thank you. I came over here and walked around, you know, in the morning, and then when they were telling me to come over here, just back up the truck next to the tent, that's what they were saying. Hey, yeah, you'll be able to do a turnaround. I go over there and I was like, yo guys, it's not enough space. And there's an old man here to say, he said, bullshit, 53 footers have done U-turns back there. I'm like, fuck that. That's some rookie ass 53 footers or motherfuckers that don't know better. But hell no, you gotta go over the grass, and there's a dip, so it's like risky. So I don't know, like I said, man, it's probably easier. It should be easier for me to just reverse. I just need them to stop traffic back there in case somebody trying to park in that parking lot in the front. But it's easier for me to just back on out and go through the exit, because this is bad enough. I don't have enough turn on my wheelbase that to be turning that tight U-turn. I want to break something. Alright guys, here we are getting out of here. I did have to do that freaking U-turn. Regardless, I was able to do it, but I hate to do that to my truck, because like I said, man, I don't have that good of a turning radius as you would like on the Cascadias or Volvos and stuff. I gotta go backwards, forward, and at the same time turning the wheel so it could cut more. So I told my dispatcher already that we're out. Let's see where he wants to send me. It's already 3 o'clock. 2-hour drive back to Chicago. Friendly little neighborhood, or a rich area I should say, and they had all those boats and yachts over there at that little hotel thing. Oh, what a Monday. Started beautifully with that starter. People canoeing over there. And now this only doing 6 hours at one stop, but and they were like, oh sorry, it's a bunch of old guys trying to upload the trailer. I offered to help, but even with 4 or 5 old guys, they still couldn't get it done. I mean, they had 2 younger guys, but I guess that's too many hands in a pot. You know what, I'll just relax. The only thing I'm mad about right now is they took quite a while and I didn't even go get lunch. I didn't bring lunch, and I didn't want to eat their expensive ass hotel restaurant food. There's no way in hell I was gonna pay for that still. So just see where I can stop by, get some grub, and keep it going, man. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Like I said, man, this thing right here, man, they got all these fucking yachts, all these nice boats over here. Beautiful thing. And like I said, that's a little river over heading this way to my right side. That's where the lake is at. So like I said, nice little rich area around here. Well, dispatcher just texted me right now. It does go to LPC, and as much as he has tendencies, you know, everybody does too, so he already knows me, and he said, I assume you want to take this in the AM tomorrow. Of course, by the time I get to LPC, Joliet, with all this goddamn traffic, it'll be like 6:30.
Main Street for half a mile.
So yeah, let's see what's going on, see what loads he gives us. Probably just gonna continue this video until tomorrow because it's pretty short. I didn't really do anything because I was here sitting down. So let's continue this road. If I see something else interesting, I'll put the camera back on. If not, no, we'll continue tomorrow. All right guys, welcome back. It's the next day here at CPI, picking up a loaded container going to South Bend. I haven't been to that customer in such a long time. Called Tire Rack. So you know the drill. Let's get this hooked up. Look at the lights, listen for air leaks, do our paperwork, Psych. Damn it. That's how I want it. Anyway, fifth wheel locked. Let's put on four ways. A red airline. Fun fact, I almost crashed my truck one time. I forgot to pull the yellow lever here in this yard. So when I put the red one, it was moving back. There was no trailer in the back, so it wasn't gonna stop. So, man, I jumped in my truck real fast. I hear some air, but that just sounds like it's the air tanks building air right now. Need to get some zip ties. Get that tied up real quick, secure. And always, man, I always take a picture of the box, the chassis, and the seal. Now let's go do our paperwork and start getting ready to head over to South Bend. I always buy these fucking poor made fucking things. I'm just gonna cut that one off. Good enough with that. Fuck, bro. Can't have nice things here in Intermodal, I swear. Nothing nice. Look at this view, guys. You might be asking, where are you? Well, I ain't got no trailer. I can't bobtail. That's a Concentra. I got chosen for a random, and this time he said, I'll find a clinic near you. Just drop your trailer wherever you're delivering to. I said you could drop it for a few minutes or an hour and then come back. That's what we did. So, I mean, it's crazy. It blows my mind how strict and crazy they are about taking drug tests and random drug tests and shit like that. And I understand, because I wouldn't want, you know, people drugged up while working, while driving the truck, you know. But when are you gonna change the rules about paying more, man? You know, we're literally risking our lives out here. We're stupid ass drivers, weather and whatnot. And now, you know, taking my time off to reroute me to come do a damn drug test because you require it. It's cool, I understand, but hey, man, when are these rates gonna go up? When are you guys gonna do something about that? That's what we need to talk about. I also saw something on TikTok. I don't know how much is true because I don't really put attention on that, but I was, you know, a few videos came up on my feed talking about they wanted to do these drug tests as hair follicle, and they also want to do like swabbing your mouth or swabbing noses and stuff like that, which swabs, you know, that'll probably be like on the scales at the weigh stations and stuff like that. It's cool, but are you guys raising the rates? What are you guys doing about brokers, you know? What are you guys doing about brokers, you know? Us right here, we're keeping America moving. And I understand the drug test. Brokers, what the fuck are they doing, man? They're the ones that are on drugs, fucking paying these shitty ass rates. Them are the ones that you guys should really be going after. But hey, man, just doing what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'll be doing truck driving for how long anymore. I don't know, but things are not looking good anymore. And And I mean, I'm not bothered about doing the drug test. I don't care. I want to pass it, you know. But it's just the fact that it's like, damn, he couldn't even wait for me to get home this time. It's just like, nope. You're where, Indiana? Let me look for a spot over there. Okay, cool, whatever, bro. But damn, be stricter about other things, about paying me. You know, be stricter about giving me better fucking loads. Don't be giving me the fucking garbage. Nah, you strict about this. Well, like I said, man, it's whatever. I'm passing the fucking test. I'm not even mad about doing the test. I'm mad about, you know, just taking up my fucking time doing extra shit like this. And like the whole trucking industry going down to shit. But, you know, they're worried about a fucking drug test for the most part. Alright, let's keep it going. Stop by Pilot, grab me a little snack because it might just be a long day, man. It is a floor loaded delivery, so you see what happened yesterday. 6 hours over there. Over here at Tire Rack, our customer, last time I had a floor load like this of rims, when it's tires, they're usually pretty fast, like in 2 hours they're finished. But when it's rims, the last time I had this, it probably took them right around 4 hours. So let's see how long it takes them. Going back to this whole, you know, drug testing and stuff like that, I was talking to my cousin about that, right? And he was just like, man, you had to go with your truck or what? Yeah, or did you have to go to your truck with your truck, or did they pay for an Uber? I said, hell no. I had to go bobtail. And he asked me, he's like, oh man, are they gonna reimburse you for the diesel that you're using? Regardless of what it is, you are an owner operator, so you're using your diesel. Are they going to reimburse you that diesel that you used? It was a 13-minute drive, back and forth, 26, so you know, quite a bit of diesel that you're using regardless of where you're going. And I was like, yeah, you're right, man. That's another thing why I don't like this whole thing, because now I gotta, like I said, man, not only am I wasting my time, not only am I doing this extra shit, but I gotta drive my truck, waste more diesel than what I'm supposed to, and just to get that done. But what the fuck, the rate stays the same. The rate is not gonna move. If anything, the rate goes down. We get the fucking short end of the stick here. And that's us in trucking. Like, it hasn't been fucking changing for the past couple years, and it's sad. It's frustrating, I should say, for us that has stuck around with truck driving, because I know a lot of people have, you know, moved on, gotten out of trucking, sold their 2-3 trucks that they've had and stuff like that, and, you know, they're doing a lot better now. Maybe those are in the plans. That's in the plans in the future right now, but, you know, like I said, for now, this intermodal shit, I'm not too happy with it, but it's paying the bills. But, you know, I can't have that mindset either, man. I used to have a mindset of truck driving where, damn, I actually enjoyed what I was doing. I actually enjoyed my job, you know what I'm saying? I actually enjoy being out on the road, doing deliveries, going out on cities and stuff like that. And now it's just like, well, here we go again, man. And it might just be the same thing because I'm seeing the same customers, or I know exactly where I'm going, and there's more frustrating places than others. You know, I'm sorry guys, I'm just, you know, it's just a little frustrating situation here. But it's like I've always told you guys, you know, my channel, I gotta show you everything, man. I gotta show you the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, I gotta be transparent about everything. That way you guys can see that, you know, half the shit that other YouTubers tell you guys is not even true, man. You know, other YouTubers are making their money by their content. I ain't making a single cent off of YouTube yet. So I'm being transparent. I'm not gonna be changing just because YouTube pays me and stuff like that. I'm still gonna let you guys, you know how it is. A few years ago, if people asked me what I thought about trucking, they get a real honest answer. And it's not that I won't give them an honest answer. Maybe that I'm wording it wrong, right? Okay. So a couple years ago, I would have said, yeah, trucking is great. What do you think about buying your own truck? Get it. It pays for itself. You work hard enough, it pays for itself. Get it. Go forward. Right now, if somebody asks me about truck driving, getting a CDL, trying to get their own truck, was like, damn, man, you gotta think about it now. Like, hold on. Like, I would encourage you to get your CDL if you're gonna be a driver, you know, driver for a good LTL company that would give you benefits, you know, because even though trucking is not great for owner operators, there's still a lot of companies that pay good by the hour. But there's still some of those jobs where you're gonna be micromanaged and stuff like that. So, you know, I like my liberty. I like, you know, taking the days off when I want to, and that's why, you know, I decided to become a owner operator. But as a company driver, it's a whole different mission. And then to buy a truck, I would have to really tell you guys to think about it, because, you know, trucking right now is not the greatest. It's not the greatest to be buying your own equipment and stuff like that. It'll be hard, especially if you're financing it. If you're financing it, like, man, you better find a good company that is gonna give you, you know, work for sure. Give you some work that's gonna, you know, pay off your finances and stuff like that. But if you're in an okay job and you're trying to get a truck on there, like, oh, think about it, man. Everything's expensive now. Everything's expensive. Of course, they're still offloading my stuff. I still gotta go check in the office and see what they say. I don't know if they're gonna want me to connect, so see you guys in a bit. One thing I hate is when they don't give me clear direction of what they want. They just say hang tight in your truck, but I'm up the way over here. So what I'm gonna do is what we do in the DCs. Just gonna line up in front of the trailer, not hook up or anything, but they got the glad hand lock on there. I know it's it has safety protocols here, because they usually do put the glad hand on the truck. But like I said, man, I'm just gonna be like the DCs, line up on the trailer, not necessarily hook up to it, just line up, and then whenever they're done, they can come and let me know that everything's good and I can hook up or whatnot. That's what I can do. Alright, we'll leave it like this. We'll see how long they take. Apparently the appointment was at 1:30, 2:45 right now, so let's see how long they take. I'll give you guys an update. Update, guys. Get the fuck out of here, man. 4:40. Told you these guys take forever with the rims. Like I said, man, I already know these damn customers, and I already know when it's one product how long they're gonna take. If it's another product, how long they're gonna take on that one too. Excellent. Nothing like, you know, 2 days getting fucked. Look at the boxes they offloaded me in. What the fuck? Fucking people, bro. Well, let's go into LPC, so fuck this. I got time for this. Take 4 or 5 hours and can't even clean my shit up. Cocksuckers. Anyway, let's get out of here, guys. Let's go home. I ain't even doing shit after this anymore. It's already 5 o'clock. right, we're at the yard, we're home. See, this is the kind of shit that makes me want to go back to dry van, because they're still taking 4 to 6 hours to offload me, you know. I don't think I'm missing out on anything else. The only difference is, you know, right here they do pay detention after 1 hour, but how much do they pay me? The dispatcher never says anything how much they're paying. And in the end, he's taking a cut out of my detention, which I don't understand that logic of the company that I'm leased on taking a percentage of my detention. They're not the ones fucking waiting hours to get loaded, hours to get offloaded, or hours to get, you know, the stupid container or anything. I feel like they shouldn't even be taking a cut out of that. That's purely the fucking driver, especially the owner operators, because we're wasting our fucking fuel when our trucks are on for so goddamn long when it's the winter. Obviously in the summer you can turn your shit off, but in the winter you gotta keep it on to stay high and stuff like that. So, you know, why is it coming out of our fucking end? Like, I don't believe it. But yeah, it is one of the main reasons why I do want to just move on out of here, do some dry van. I mean, I don't care, man. I don't care right now, as long as I'm happy right now. Like I mentioned earlier, like it's just another day, man. It's not like before, like, hell yeah, fucking go trucking, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go to Kentucky, we're gonna go Michigan, you know, excited to go to new places. But now it's just like, it's whatever, you know. And it's like, I don't know, it's just fear of like, oh, what's gonna fuck up on the truck now? You know, is anything gonna fuck up on the truck? Because, you know, not the greatest fucking rail yards or anything. So anyway, I've been ranting this whole damn video. Ranting. You see, this is what trucking is all about now, you know. I think that's what it's all about. It's just like a bunch of rants, because everybody's in a bad mood, because nothing goes right, you know. And then when something goes right, obviously somebody gotta fuck it up. So, you know, learn from this. If you want to go to trucking, like, learn from it. Take your time and see if you really want to do this, especially as an owner operator. Like I said, man, just look for better jobs, maybe some hourly trucking jobs, LTLs, something to stay home a little closer. You don't want to go away, you know, OTR and get paid cents for miles. Like, you don't want to do that. So, you know, keep that in mind, think about it. And, you know, before you even get your CDL, like, just wait a little bit and see if trucking gets a little better, unless you have that in mind, that you're going to a LTO, a good company, or even like FedEx or UPS. Trucking, that's pretty good still. They still give you some good benefits. They still give you some pretty good stuff. What the hell? What are they building over there? This is the thing. What the fuck are they building over there? Those fucking containers up there are supposed to be, you know, our barriers from the railroad tracks over on the other side. So what the fuck are they doing? But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys with this one. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all you guys that give me a like. If you haven't done it yet, please give me a like. Comment on the comment section. I'm always active there. You can find me in the social media on TikTok and Instagram as Trucking with Sal. If you guys want to follow me there. And then, like I always say, man, keep moving forward. I'll see you guys in the next one.